the October spirit in the air, things are about to get spooky. Welcome back to the Game Clock. Last night, girls volleyball dominated Middletown 3-0. Their next game is against Kingston. Girls soccer faced Pine Bush yesterday and suffered a tough 3-2 loss. Their next game is Thursday against O'Neill. In varsity football, the Goldbacks dominated the Vikings. Newburgh would end up winning 62-14. Offensively, Newburgh was led by another 3-touchdown day for running back Tysier Walker. Walker rushed for 10 carries, 164 yards, and 3 touchdowns. The Goldbacks fired on all cylinders as they scored on special teams as well. Xavier Sill ran a kickback 40 yards that capped off a 21-point first quarter. Next week is the game of the year, Section 9 Championship rematch. The Goldbacks take on Middletown Friday at 7 p.m. It's the annual Pink Out. Pack the stands, buckle up, and enjoy the ride. The MLB season has come to an end and the playoffs are underway. In shocking fashion, the New York Mets and the Yankees will both not be in the playoffs. Due to their 74-88 embarrassment of a season, the Mets fired manager Buck Showalter. They look to bring in Craig Counsell, the newly fired Gabe Kapler from the Giants. The Yankees finished a disgraceful 82-80, as it seemed like New York would be crumbling in baseball. Now for the rest of the league, the playoff field has been decided. In the American League, the division winners were the Baltimore Orioles, Minnesota Twins, and Houston Astros. The wild cards were the Tampa Bay Rays, Texas Rangers, and the Toronto Blue Jays. In the National League, the division winners are the Atlanta Braves, Milwaukee Brewers, and LA Dodgers. The wild cards are the Philadelphia Phillies, Arizona Diamondbacks, and Miami Marlins. The NFL has turned into complete and utter chaos, and now artist influences have gotten involved. Let's swiftly dive into Week 4. There are a few times that a certain team on the road can win in such a particular building. That is the case for the Seattle Seahawks at MetLife Stadium. The New York Football Giants took on the Hawks on Monday Night Football. It was anything but a good game. Seattle landed 11 sacks on Daniel Jones in a dominating 24-3 win, their 6th win in a row at MetLife Stadium. The Giants haven't hit rock bottom yet, but somehow they keep playing on primetime. They take on the Dolphins next week at 1 p.m. The night before, the New York Jets took on the Kansas City Chiefs. Unfortunately, the main headline was not the football game, as pop megastar Taylor Swift was at this game due to a relationship, they believe, with Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce. The Chiefs had a 17-0 lead at one point, but the Jets chipped away. Lots of questionable calls in this one, unfortunately favored the Chiefs. KC prevailed 23-20 over the Jets. We saw a divisional battle in Philadelphia that turned out to be better than anybody expected. The Washington Commanders traveled to brotherly love to take on the 3-0 Philadelphia Eagles. For the duration of the game, it was a total shootout. Tied at 24 apiece, Jalen Hurts threw a go-ahead touchdown pass to A.J. Brown, giving the Birds a 31-24 lead. Washington would get the ball back and decided to not back down or give up. On the last play of the game, Sam Howell found Terry McLaurin in the back of the end zone, tying the score at 31 apiece. This game would go to overtime as 4 quarters could not end this one. After multiple defensive stops, Jake Elliott nailed a 54-yarder to get the Birds to 4-0. Coming off of a brutal loss to the Bengals, the Rams needed to bounce back. They took on the Colts in Indy. LA started off on fire. 2 quick touchdowns by running back Kyron Williams, giving the Rams a 14-0 lead early. That lead would extend to 23-0, but during the second half, something woke inside the Colts. Anthony Richardson found tight end Mo Alley-Cox to get the Colts on the board. Their next drive, AR would take it into the end zone on a quarterback run, 23-15. Rams quarterback Matthew Stafford took some big hits in this game, but kept playing. Indy would get the ball back, would score, and got the 2-point conversion, tying it up at 23. This game would also head to overtime. To quote the legendary Lee Corso at the start of overtime, rookie standout Puka Nacua said, "Not so fast, Indy." The Rams would drive right down the field and would win off a touchdown by Nacua. LA survived and escaped Indy with a 29-23 win. The term greatest game gets thrown around very loosely nowadays, but with 2 0-3 teams looking for their first win, this game had all the potential in the world. In the blue corner, the Denver Broncos' never-ending roller coaster. In the red corner, the Chicago Bears' failed quarterback factory. This game had the makings for an instant classic. Chicago stormed out of the gate, scoring rapidly and efficiently, and they held a 28-7 lead, until Denver got on their horse and mounted an incredible comeback, tying it up at 28. Denver would kick a field goal, stop Chicago, and escape Soldier Field with a 31-28 win. Your 2023 Tank Bowl champions, the Chicago Bears. Here are your other results. The Lions beat the Packers 34-20 on Thursday Night Football. In Andy's room or overseas, the Jaguars defeated the Falcons 23-7. The Ravens crushed the Browns 28-3. Minnesota got their first win against the Panthers 21-13. Tennessee rolled the Bengals 27-3 in a Titanic win. The Black and Gold Brigade met a wall in Houston as the Steelers lost 30-6. The Chargers snuck past the Raider invasion 24-17. San Fran rolled the Cardinals 35-16, improving to 4-0. And Den Boys crushed the Patriots 38-3.